Moving straight into the race, the Newmarket. Let's talk about some of the main chances, gentlemen. I Wish I Win heads the market. Hard not to like what we saw in the Lightning. Is there any negative around I Wish I Win?
Well, it was an awesome Lightning trial.
Yeah.
I just think the weight is my only little query. 56.5. If you go through it outside of Zutori in what was a fairly ordinary edition of the race, you go through the horses that have carried 56.5 in recent times. Redkirk Warrior, Lankan Rupee, Haylist, Black Caviar, Take Over Target. They're all superstars. I don't know if I Wish I Win is there just yet. Might be after Saturday, but yeah, the weight just worries me a little bit.
We've seen a couple of horses already win down the straight in their career. Private Eye, In Secret, she's a great filly and she gets no weight.
No, it gets no weight, and you know, been there, done that before, and that win in the spring, she got knocked from pillar to post, picked herself back up and just went bang. And I think her best form, she's the one to beat in the race. The Moody horse, I Wish I Win, I've got a funny feeling I Wish I Win is going to be looking for a 1400 and not a 1200.
Well, there you go.
Haven't got it in my top three.
We'll get to your tips shortly. Let's start with your top three for the Newmarket.
Yeah, well, I am going with the 3-year-olds down in the weights. They have a really good record in this race in recent times. I'm going with Lofty Strike at an each-way price. I think $9, $10 is a really good price for this horse. 2 runs back outstanding. Obviously beat Uncommon James first up in Slick Time and then second to that horse in the Oakley. I think third up, 1200 looks perfect. 3 runs down the straight have all been good, but I think he's improved a lot since his last run down the straight in the VRC Classic. Barrier 12 looks ideal for him as well. He can go through his gears out wide on the track.
So you got Lofty Strike, then the other two?
Lofty Strike on top, In Secret, 51.5. That Coolmore win was outrageous. I Wish I Win for third. I liked Private Eye the whole way up to this race, and then he drew Barrier 2. I just hate that inside gate. The last 25 years, only one horse has won from barriers 1 or 2 the Newmarket.
I'm almost identical, but I've swapped In Secret for Lofty Strike. I Wish I Win, and I was the same with Private Eye. So very similar to James. Now, I'm interested to know what you've done. You've left I Wish I Win out.
Yeah, I have. I'm with In Secret on top. I think she's a star, and what we saw in the Coolmore was spectacular. You don't see many better wins than that coming up the 6 furlongs at Flemington, so I've got her on top. Marzu, I just think he's a really good horse. A really good horse. Stable's in form, and I think they'll have him primed to do well first up. And September Run, I just think...
It was a good run.
Yeah, I thought the first run over 1,000 was spot on, and I expect better over the 6 furlongs. And we know she goes very well up the straight.
Likes the straight. All right, away from the Newmarket, your best bets at Flemington.
Race 3, number 3, Shuffle Dancer. Won 3 of her last 4 and was second to Road to Arataki in the 1 miss, which is really good form. Was 35 days between runs last time and going back in trip, which didn't look that suitable on paper, but still beat them. So I think with that run under its belt, stepping up to the mile, I think that looks perfect, and I think a real Flemington horse, real line chaser. Mallam's 2 from 2, should find a nice trail from a middle gate. So yeah, I like Shuffle Dancer. The other favourite, Revolutionary Miss, drawn awkwardly, Barrier 1. I think that could be problematic.
And some value?
Next best was race 9, number 2, Meridius in the last race. I think
Meridius?
1400 might be the key to that horse, back in grade. And the value, I can't believe I'm tipping this horse. I never thought I would tip this horse again. But race 6, number 3, Vow and Declare, I think 1 by 3. Not sure it can beat Right You Are, but 280 the place appeals with a 4.5 kilo weight swing on Right You Are, and was first up last time, so I think open to a lot of improvement, and probably sits outside the leader in this, which looks to be the WA horse Maraschino.
I'll get to Maraschino shortly. Your best bet and value?
Yeah, I apologise to Lammy right now because I'm with Shuffle Dancer as well. Race 3, number 3 in the CUNY for Pete Moody. I think the form leading in is exemplary and expected to run again very well. My best bet of the day is in the size produce. Race 4, number 4, Tom Kitten. Blake Shin to ride for the Godolphin camp and James Cummins, and let's hope we're not calling it a cat at the end of that.
I've gone with Maraschino in that race, the Western Australian. That's my best bet of the day at around $6. I think he's a terrific trainer, Lulu Ciani, and this horse is aimed towards the Australia Cup. And my value bet is race 5, number 9, Forbidden City. I've been sticking with it, but I think it will get the distance. Had one go at the 1500 and was pretty good, so I think it gets to the 1600 metres. Before we finish up, your Omen bet.
Well, the Omen bet, the AFL kicks off this weekend, and everyone's on their run to September. Ooh. September Run.
That's Simon's Omen bet of the week, and of course it is a terrific day's racing in Melbourne, but it also is at Sydney. Group races everywhere. The Group 1 Coolmore Classic is next with the Shark.
If you're in love with racing, then you'll love the new betting brand for racing fans. With exclusive markets, promotions, insights and content. That's better. Gamble responsibly.